Hello, brave soul. If you are watching this today, chances are your heart feels a little, or perhaps a lot, heavier than usual. Here at Healing Edge, we understand that heartbreak isn't just a sad moment. It is a full-body experience, a landscape of loss that reshapes your world overnight. It feels like the color is drained from your surroundings, leaving everything in shades of gray. We often want to rush through the pain, to fast forward to the part where we are okay again. But healing doesn't work on a schedule. It is a winding path, not a straight line. Today, we are going to walk through the 7 stages of healing together. This isn't a checklist to hurry through, but rather a map to help you understand where you are and where you are going. You are not broken beyond repair. You are simply in the process of mending. Take a deep breath, settle in, and let's explore this journey back to yourself. The first stage is often the most disorienting: shock. When the relationship ends, your mind struggles to accept the new reality. It feels like a physical blow, leaving you breathless. You might find yourself waiting for a text that will never come, or expecting them to walk through the door at any moment. This is your brain's way of protecting you from the overwhelming weight of the truth all at once. It is a survival mechanism, buffering you against the initial impact. During this time, you might feel numb, operating on autopilot. You go through the motions of your day, making coffee, commuting, working, but you feel like a ghost haunting your own life. This sense of unreality is natural. You are not losing your mind. You are simply in the eye of the storm. Give yourself permission to feel disoriented. The ground has shifted beneath your feet, and it takes time to find your balance again. As the shock begins to fade, denial steps in to soften the blow. In this stage, your mind clings to the past. You might find yourself minimizing the breakup, convincing yourself it's just a fight, a temporary pause. You replay memories with a golden filter, remembering only the laughter and the intimacy, forgetting the pain that led to the end. Denial is like a thick fog that keeps you from seeing the road ahead clearly. It whispers, maybe they will change, or maybe I can fix this. This is where we bargain with reality. It is a desperate attempt to maintain control over a situation that has spiraled away from us. You might idealize the person who left, putting them on a pedestal. Remember, this nostalgia is often a trick of the heart. You are missing the version of the relationship you wanted, not necessarily the one you had. It is okay to linger here for a moment, but do not build a home in the past. Eventually, the dam breaks. Denial can only hold back the water for so long, before pain rushes in. This is the stage we fear the most. It is raw, acute, and often physical. You might feel a literal ache in your chest, stomach issues, or profound fatigue. This is where the reality of the loss hits home. You are no longer protecting yourself from the truth. You are feeling the full weight of it. It can feel like drowning, gasping for air in a sea of sorrow. You might find yourself crying unexpectedly, while driving, while shopping for groceries, or even while just sitting in silence. Please know that this pain is not a sign of weakness. It is a testament to your capacity to love. The deeper the love, the deeper the grief. Do not try to suppress this. Let the tears flow. Tears are the vehicle by which the body processes deep emotion. They are cleansing waters. You are not falling apart. You are falling into the truth, and as painful as it is, this is where the healing truly begins. After the tears have dried for a moment, a spark often ignites: anger. This stage is vital. It is a shift from "I miss them" to "how dare they." Anger creates energy where there was previously only exhaustion. You might feel betrayed, disrespected, or cheated out of time and love. You might want to scream, to break things, or to write a scathing letter you never intend to send. Society often tells us to suppress our anger, labeling it as negative. But in the context of heartbreak, anger is a sign of self-worth returning. It is your inner voice saying, "I deserved better." It creates a boundary between you and the pain. It separates you from the person who hurt you. It is the fire that burns away the remaining attachments. Do not let this anger turn into bitterness or vengeance. Instead, use it as fuel. Use it to protect your heart. Use it to say no more. You are reclaiming your power, one fiery breath at a time. When the anger subsides, we often slide to the stage of bargaining. This is the mind's last attempt to regain control over a situation that feels hopeless. You find yourself playing the tape of the relationship over and over, hunting for the moment where it all went wrong. If only I had been more patient, or if only I had stayed quiet, or if only I had fought harder. You might find yourself making deals with a higher power or the universe. I will do anything if we can just get back together. It is a painful loop of guilt and regret. You are trying to rewrite history to avoid the pain of the present day. But this stage teaches you a difficult lesson. You cannot control another person's heart or choices. You can only control your own. The what-ifs are endless rabbit holes that lead nowhere but to more suffering. Recognize these thoughts for what they are, desperate pleas for a reality that no longer exists. You cannot fix a broken mirror by staring at it. You must carefully pick up the pieces. This is the stage that many fear the most, often confusing it with clinical depression. In the stages of grief, this is the void, a profound period of sadness and withdrawal. The shock has worn off, the anger has cooled, and the bargaining has ceased. What remains is the stark reality. They are gone. You might feel empty, purposeless, or isolated. You might withdraw from friends, social media, and activities you once loved. The world feels quieter. It is like walking through a house that has been emptied of furniture. There are echoes everywhere. This is not a sign that you are regressing. It is a sign that you are finally facing the magnitude of the loss without defense mechanisms. You are sitting with the pain. It feels heavy, like a wet wool blanket. But within this stillness, the necessary work of rebuilding begins. You must sit in the dark to appreciate the light. This is the bottom of the valley, but the only way out is through. Be gentle with yourself here. Rest. Sleep. Just be. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the fog begins to lift. This is the stage of reconstruction and acceptance. You aren't suddenly happy, but you are functional. You begin to reorganize your life without the other person in IT. You start to see a future where you are the protagonist, not the supporting character in someone else's story. The pain doesn't vanish, but it loses its sharp edge. It becomes a dull ache that you learn to carry with grace. You start to laugh genuinely, maybe just for a moment before remembering you're supposed to be sad. This is progress. You begin to rediscover the person you were before the relationship, and perhaps a new person entirely. You accept that the relationship ended, and you accept that it was painful, but you also accept that life continues. You are picking up the pieces of the broken mirror and arranging them into a mosaic that is more beautiful and complex than before. This is the stage of hope. Reaching the end of this cycle doesn't mean you never think of them again. It means that when you do, the pain has transformed into a lesson, a memory without a sting. You have traversed the shock, the denial, the pain, the anger, and the emptiness. You have arrived at a place of wholeness. You have realized that you are enough, just as you are. The heartbreak has cracked you open, but that opening allows the light to get in. You are now wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. You know your boundaries better. You know your worth. You have survived the worst and are still standing. This is the ultimate gift of heartbreak. It forces you to meet yourself again, often for the very first time. So, as you continue your day, hold your head high. You are not defined by who left you, but by who you become because of it. Healing is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a much better chapter. Thank you for watching Healing Edges. Remember, you are resilient, you are worthy, and you are healing.